your girl, Sunshine. It's Tuesday. Celebrating life with your girl, Sunshine. Tuesday. Tuesday. So, I came on to say hello and to get our guest on the line so we can go ahead and chop it up. So, let me go ahead and send out the invite. Let me go ahead. Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm going to go ahead and get our person on the line so we could go ahead and chop it up. Bear with me one moment. Let's see. Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone's Tuesday is going good. Hope everything's going well so far this week. It's a new week. I hope everyone has goals and everything to that nature. You set what you want to do this week and execute it. Bear with me. I'm trying to get them on the line. One moment, you guys. Let's go. Okay, Raya. You know. I think that's what we're going to do for that one. It's just like, hey, 9 o'clock. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry about the person not coming on yet, our guest, but Raya's on it. But until then, let's go ahead and talk about, okay, all the interviews I'm doing are now being taken and deleted from Instagram and put onto YouTube. So what I need you guys to do is go and subscribe to the YouTube page, Celebrating Life with Sunshine. Trust me when I say, and my girl Day, thanks to Raya bringing her on to the team, yo, she's making these videos spectacular. My promo spectacular. Like, Day be on it, y'all. So definitely go subscribe. Go subscribe to the YouTube page, Celebrating Life with Sunshine. It's with me in the hat. Yes, baby. Definitely, because you'll see all the interviews. Split Stars interview is going to be loaded up later within the day or two, but I already got Father MC. I have the most recent ones and we're working downwards. So the most recent interviews is already up on the YouTube page. When I say hello, when I say go and subscribe to the YouTube page, because all the interviews are going to be taken off of here and going straight on to YouTube. Listen, elevating. And if you haven't, go follow Blown Wolfer. I am also part of that magazine. The editor-in-chief used to be part of Word Up Publishing that did Word Up magazine, Hype Hair, Too Hype. Listen, she has been in the game for a minute. And anybody that remember Biggie's, I used to read up Word Up magazine. Hello? That's who I'm affiliated with now, working on that side, doing interviews and things to that nature. So follow Blown Wolfer. Follow your girl on Instagram. If you haven't, if you're in here for the chat to see our guests, I love you and appreciate you for that. Follow on YouTube. And I'm just waiting for our guests to come in so we can go ahead and get it popping. But don't forget, all interviews are going to the YouTube page. We taking this higher, y'all. We taking this higher. Ooh, when I say higher. So, you don't want to miss it. Now, the Blown Wolfer just came out with a special edition. We're also working with the jails to get the magazine in there. We have it where we could get it in there now. Listen, just because you locked up don't mean you don't know what's going on in the outside world, because why? We're putting it in the magazine. Pictures already in the magazine is me, Parrish Smith, my boy Radabus, my boy RJ the Realist. We was missing Villa, but the next one will be Villa. Okay, so Preacher, can you get your guy and let him know we're live and we're just waiting on him? But while we're waiting on him, we're going to go ahead and keep telling you some little more tidbits. So your girl is going to the NE Heartbreak concert Saturday. Boop, boop. and I'm already putting calls out so I could be behind the scenes. I'm already putting calls out for the Wu-Tang Clan. Ain't nothing to mess with in September. Alright? So when I tell you big and better things are coming, your girl Sunshine's keeping you up on everything. Everything. All right, he's in the chat, so let's go ahead and get him on the line. So, introduce yourself for the ones that may not know you that will.
I go by Delateni, the Emperor, Eden World Projects, Angry Men CEO. We in the building, man. We're shaking.
Oh, so I was listening to your album. Let's go into first. Just tell them where you from, a little bit about yourself more. Let's go deeper because when we go deeper, we're going to talk about this album and the deepness that you went and brought to it.
Well, born and raised, Eden World Projects. What more you want to know?
Okay. How did you get into the rap game? What made you get into the rap
Well,
game?
I was always a fan of music, a fan of hip hop growing up in the Bronx, a fan of Boogie Down production. You know what I mean? KRS One, nice and smooth. You know what I mean? Just my cousin DJ Rob Shock, DJing back in the 80s and 90s and just going to park jams and stuff like that. It started off with the love of hip hop, but around like 95, 96, it was just a lot happening, like with Tupac, Biggie, Wu-Tang Clan. Like I just wanted to be a part of it, and I kind of started writing like after that, after what happened to Biggie. Like,
Yeah. No, still you on. Okay. So let's go ahead and go into this album. Angry Men, the origin.
Angry Men, the origin. That's the album you was listening to? You went through catalogs.
Yeah.
You went through
I was listening to that while I was cooking because it's been in my spirit listening to it because it resonated a lot of
Wow, that's
things.
deep right there. And that album means a lot to me because I was like in a dark space, like losing my pops around that time. And my partner, my right hand, you know what I mean? Like us just being on the phone, like just like every day and just vibing back and forth. And it's like, yo, it's not over. Like, you know what I mean? Like Papa Don would want to see you out here shining. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can't just like let it go to waste. And we just started sending each other beats back and forth. And that's how the origin came about, man. And that album means a lot to me because I was in a dark space and I ain't even want to do music no more. And the origin came out of that. And that's one of my babies right there.
I felt your pain all through it. I lost so
I don't know why this live is lagging. You going in and out. I could barely make out what you're saying. Let me see if I take off this headphones.
Okay.
Better.
I know.
You can repeat what you were saying?
Okay. I felt that.
Yes,
Everything
yes,
you
I hear
wrote.
you better.
Can you hear me better now? So everything. What about now, Ryan? Can everything's not going in and out? Okay, great. So listening to that album, when I say it resonated because there's a lot like Love, Aegis, Aegis. Then the skit 2, we'll talk about that. Then Vista and Winning Streak and the social.
That's some heats right there.
When I listen, I dissect. But when I say it hit because at 15, I was going through a dark space because my father passed away in front of
Right.
our eyes, taking his last breath. But he was for a
Right.
year and everything. You know what I mean? But
Right.
to see it happen in front of you, that's a whole
Out of
deeper
his 5
part.
children, like, know what I mean? Like, why me? Like, know what I mean? Like,
Is that why did it have to happen in front of me?
right.
But why did it have to happen? But I felt it. I felt everything you were talking about. That's why I said I was listening to that because it resonated. And then the winning streak and people and just let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's go deeper.
Shit,
Like
come
let's
on,
come
come on.
on.
Well, everybody, people that knows me know I've been through a journey. I've been through like a lot. You know what I mean? And it was a time where I was like kind of snatched away and sat on Rikers Island for like five years fighting a case that I had nothing to do with. Like, you know what I mean? And it took after 3 mistrials, unfortunately, they came to a decision to dismiss the case. And I've been out here on my journey grinding ever since. Like and that's where Winter Street came about. Like, you know what I mean? Just trying to win in life. Just like anything you do, like just trying to push forward. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Like winning streak, you said something that really resonates, especially with this time and age. Bad enough we've had it growing up and dealing with it, but what you said in that is, does she even hear me? Do they even hear me? Like
Right,
nobody's paying
right,
attention.
right,
Nobody's
right.
listening.
And that's what it seems like it is. Like it's just like no like even with the support sometimes it feel like we we we've been doing it for so long where sometimes it just feel like it's no support. But now that things is looking up and moving forward, they starting to listen more. Like, you know what I mean? But with DJ starting to spin my song on the radio and stuff like that, they tapping in more and be like and talk about certain songs. And it was like, but it was not to be on no cocky stuff or nothing like that. But it was always there. Like, you know what I mean? We always had it in us. Like, you know what I mean?
It's not cocky when you feel, you know what I mean? I always tell people because people are like, you cocky. Nah, I say it's not cocky, it's confidence. You know yourself and you're giving and you're showing your confidence. Now some may not receive it properly, but that's them. But for us to dim it down ourselves for others, no, we can't do that. We
I
can't do that.
appreciate you taking the time out to even listen. Like, you know what I mean? To give me a piece of your ear. Like, you know what I mean? Like that means a lot. It's dope.
Yeah, I love music. That's why I said it resonated because when you said about you, that's what hit me. But then when you're talking about the judge not listening and
Boy,
things to that
not listening.
nature, and tell you they give you, yeah. And I'm a paralegal, so trust me.
Oh.
Oh, so the judicial system of its own just disgusts me.
Right.
It's just it's it's more for the person who did the crime than
Right.
for the victims and everything else. So the
Which skit is that?
skit two, was that towards Flex when it was dropping the bombs in the back? Because I was like, I be saying that all the time when I'm
it was
driving
more
back
of a
to
shout
New
out to
York.
Flex. Like, no, yeah, it was more of a shout out to Flex. I found that we you know what I mean? Found this this Instagram cat from Harlem, and he would just be sitting there reenacting Flex, and it was dope to me. He just sound like him, like, you know what I mean? we don't mingle with Flex. Like how do know what I mean? We can't get know what I mean, but he sounds just like Flex, so we just threw him out there to skip. Like, you know what
No, I was loving it, but that was me talking because I'll be driving back into New York and I'll be like, okay, he gets going, and then here he go want to talk. I'm like, yo, son, we don't want to hear you. Just mix,
I
drop it, and keep it moving. I was like, we like
Right,
so come on, shut up already. You didn't.
That was just us wanting to be on Flex. Like, you know what I mean? Shout out to Flex. Shout out to Funk Master.
Yeah, shout out to Flex. Oh, but yeah, and then popping. Word.
Wow.
So what do you have? Oh, and I went through your Instagram. I'm not a stalker, but I always try to get a feel of the person. So let's go to the 5 fun facts, because I seen one that you like that I like, the ATVs, the quads. Listen, I love them bad boys. So name 5 fun facts about yourself that's not on Instagram. And
I don't know what to start with, cause I kind of put my life, whatever I'm going through, like you would see it there, like, you know what I mean? Not to say that somebody put everything on Instagram and stuff like that, but what you want to know? What's the question that you asking?
you like snorkeling, scuba diving, parachute sailing.
Man. The bucket list is long. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's going to be a lot of that they're going to see in the near future. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay, so name 5 that's on your bucket list then.
That haven't been seen yet. Jumping out of an airplane.
Ooh, you better than me on that one. Look, I post things on mine. I have a personal page and I have this one. So on my personal, you'll see zip lining, parachute sailing, jet skiing, snorkeling. I just won't do scuba diving because I don't know what's down under.
I mean,
I ain't trying to find out on that.
They're not gonna. They wouldn't take you if you was to go to like do an excursion and all that. They ain't gonna put you through nothing where you're gonna be in danger and all that. Like, you know what I mean? As long as you got your gear on.
You never know. You never know. One animal may want to be like, let's go this way. You never know. I'm good with
I swim with stingrays before, and they make sure that they don't have no teeth. They don't have that pointy thing that come out their stuff like stingrays. Like,
but them tails still vicious, yo. Them
right,
tails, that
right,
spike at the
right.
back.
And they breathe through that tail in the back. Like, I was holding them wrong when they was like, yo, you choking them, you killing them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, my bag. Like, that ass. Word.
Yeah, I love seeing. I seize the moment. I do. I took the kids horseback riding when we was in Jamaica. People was like, yeah, you a different type of different. I love that. Horse riding in the ocean, we had fun.
Yes, we're supposed to be here in Jamaica soon again, too.
Yeah, that was my second time there, first time. I was like, where we going later on this year? We're taking my mom to St. Lucia to bring in her retirement. So what's next in line for you? Another album, touring?
Well, my solo album is out now, streaming on all platforms. Eden. Finally getting some radio love. Shout out to my big bro Preacher Earl, man. Like, you know what I mean? He getting spins on WBLS. You know what I mean? Like, Hot 97. Yeah, I'm back in the studio, man. I'm working on my second solo album. You know what I mean? Yeah.
All right. Now, plans on touring
Yes, I do.
near
Yeah,
future
in their
or
future.
mm,
They got me cleaning up everything now and all that. Like my passport's in the work, emergency passport. Like it's going down. We coming full throttle.
good, good. Now, what places you want to hit overseas first?
Um, I don't even know wherever they appreciate real hip hop at. You know what I mean?
Let me suggest some. London, I just came from there in October. Love
That's what I was
it.
about to
And they
say.
love
You
us
took the
over
words out of
there.
my mouth. London, Canada, let's do it.
Well, Canada is like 2 hours away from me. So if you have a show in Canada, let
Okay,
me
where
know.
you
I'll be
stationary
there.
then?
Right
Okay.
now,
Shout out to
Buffalo,
Buffalo, man.
Buffalo, Cocoa. But I rep Huntington all day, every day. I'm from Long Island, so you know. People's like, you've been up here 18 years. I was like, and I'm leaving Buffalo because I'm done with this cold. The
Right,
blizzard
right.
was enough for me.
Some
I'm good. No, blizzard, and then three weeks later, earthquake. I'm good. I'm getting. God ain't happy with Buffalo. I gotta get up out. I gotta get up out. So, okay. But London, for real, London is dope. Dope.
I would love to be there one day. Yeah, it happens in the near
Oh yeah,
future.
it's beautiful. Paris, if you can't speak their language, they a little snobbish. Ugh. I did Paris for a day, and I was like, I'm not coming back to Paris. That's how snobbish they were. And I'm like, I don't get that.
Really?
I'm not going to jail for milk. Yeah, because I asked for the woman to put milk in my tea, and she was like, we don't put milk in the
Wow.
tea. Excuse you? I was for it, so put milk in it. No. And so one of the other employees said, she's paying for it.
Wow.
Give her what she wants. I said, lady, I said, you about to not see sunshine. It's like, I'm overseas. I'm not going to jail over some milk. Let me just get my thing, take it, but I put it back where I slammed it back. I know that wasn't the problem, but I did. And I was like, if it spilled on me, it would have really been a problem. But, you know, got my tea and I left.
Travel for a
So,
lot.
yeah,
You ever been
I
to
like
Central
France.
America?
Not yet, but that's on my bucket
My
list.
mom's and pops was from Honduras and all that. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Ooh. I really go to Africa this year or next year, top notch, top, hands down. Africa's on my list. I told the kids, let's go see the safari. They was like, nah, let's not. Have you seen the YouTube videos when the animals come and attack the? Yeah. They just saw a beast. They was like, no, we're good.
Well, we was on our way
That
to
goes out the
Egypt
window.
and COVID hit back in 2020 and all that. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I was just telling Raya I wanted
Right,
to go to
right,
Egypt, go
right.
to the pyramids.
Still got to do that. That's still on the bucket list.
It's on the bucket list, but I'm gonna wait for him to say when it's time to go. Because right now they acting stupid overseas at that area. I'm like, I'll
Right.
wait. So you're working
Yes,
on
man.
another solo album. You already have
Eden
a solo album
streaming
that
on all
dropped.
platforms. Go check that out. EDEN, man.
Yeah. Now, with this streaming on all platforms, have you reviews back yet about it? If so, what's the
I
review?
mean, a lot. I don't. It's a lot of good feedback off the album. I don't kind of look into the reviews. What you mean, like as far as like when people be commenting like online and stuff like that? I get a lot of
Yeah.
good feedback, good reviews off the album. You know what I mean?
You back to respond to
No,
them?
no. I, I
And I
like it. Like
just
I like
right.
the comments, the people who show love. Like you know what I mean? I haven't tapped back in and like responded, but it's like it's a lot of good feedback and good energy that's coming from that. Like you know what I mean? Where people that's been in this game before me is like reaching out to see if we could work together and do beats and all that. I never had that like before. Like you know what I mean? Where the second one might be a little different. Like you know what I mean? So just just
Nah.
keeping my mind open and trying to establish myself in this game that's been here for forever. Where
Established. I was about to say you've been around. You ain't been just
right, right,
came out of last year. You're they just
right, right,
now
right,
awakened. You have been established. It's just people wasn't paying attention. Okay, here we go. So let me tell you, you haven't been established. You feeling you no, they just wasn't paying attention. Now the pandemic has
right.
people paying close attention. Now your phone is ringing and it's gonna keep ringing. Have you made a list of who you want to work with on your solo album? Because if not, I just heard
No, that's
you
what people
need to
be
make a
saying.
list.
Like whenever when you wake up in the morning and you have a thought, like write it down on paper. Like so that's something I'm trying to get better at. Like making a list on things that I want to do and work with people who I want to work with moving forward. You know what I mean?
So I I do the same. I have a pad and paper by my bedside at all times. If it's not something that I'm hearing in my head to do a spoken word on and stuff, I write it right away because then I'll forget if you
Right,
start
right.
getting up and
Vision
starting your
board.
day.
It's that vision.
That, oh, that vision board. Oh, that because once one thing is conquered, I cross it off. And then what's not conquered this year will be added on to the next year with new ideas,
Right,
new
right.
levels. So, yeah, it's time for you to
Man,
upgrade your vision
yes,
board.
man. I mean, I'm here to tell my
So,
story. Like I've been through a lot, and it's like, everybody got a story to tell. So it's like, who gonna tell a story better? Or, you know what I mean? Go into details of what they see and how they see life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm on it. I'm on it, man. I'm trying to make my borough and my hood proud of me. You know what I mean? So it's pedals to the metals.
they are exactly. That's all I've been saying this year. I said, and Ryan can tell you, I'm like, Ryan, foot to the pedal, and
Let's
it
go.
ain't coming off. Let's go.
It's
It's
lit.
like elevating. And you're at the level, so now you got to elevate higher. So make that list on who you want to add on
Yes,
to this
man.
solo
I'm on
one.
it.
And on top, your borough is proud of you. Everything that you have done up until now, we feel it. And real recognize real. And that's what they need right now because there's so much fakeness and so much of society just allowing foolishness and don't want to listen to the truth. But the ones that's now coming about, they need that truth. They need to be able to say, I feel that. And you're going to get more followers because they're feeling what you've been through. A lot of people been through a lot of stuff that they don't think nobody else has been through. But you, when you're talking about it, they can feel it. And they know it's coming from a place inside that nobody else can touch. And you're bringing it out to minister to yourself because you're doing still your healing. Because I know when you're writing, it was hitting some parts in you to making you break down and be like, okay, I got to redo this one or I got to do this. Like, am I wrong?
Absolutely right. Like I appreciate you for even taking the time out to listen, sis. Like on some G shit. Like, this is a blessing, man. Like, you know what I mean? I appreciate you letting me on your platform and everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, humble.
I appreciate you because I appreciate the real. I don't put a right, like, okay, let's try to tweak this when you. I'm like, yo, I'm like, oh, she's like, nope, delete that post. I'm like, okay. Like,
Wow.
she's like, they take the real. They can't take that much real yet. But I love your realness because, like I said, real recognize real. And I know you had to read. How many times did it take you?
Your phone, it went in and out. I didn't hear that question.
Oh, I'm sorry. How many times did it take you to rewrite Associated Mirror and about that part about your father?
Well, that comes out. It comes flowing out. Like, once I get the writing, like, sometimes it'd be a while where you have writer's block and all that. But once it comes spilling out, and I was in album form, that'll come out. I ain't gonna say like a freestyle, but it's like having diarrhea out the mouth, but out the pen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, once the pen get going, it's like it's hard to stop it sometimes. But once it stops, it might stop for a while. Like, you know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers be like, yo, what's up? What's the next shit? It's like, all this music, let's do some videos to it. Let's, you know what I mean? Let's put it out there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we just sitting on all this music. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it'd be a time for everything. The time to write, the time to, like, push it. Like, you know what I mean? But once it get going, it be kind of hard to stop. And I'm trying to get myself back in that groove to work on the second solo project.
I feel you. I know, because once you stop, it's like, okay, just focus and bring this out. Because I author. So when I write and I got it going, I'll turn everything off.
You say you're an
just
author?
let it spill.
Oh, that's dope, right
Yeah.
there. The craziness is, like, when I was incarcerated, I started a book that I never finished, where I got like maybe like 15 chapters to a book, but I've never like published it, or never had somebody like you to read it to see where I could better it at. You know what I mean? It's sitting right here. I never kind of knew somebody like in your position who actually does that. Like,
We'll talk off set.
nah,
And
that's dope.
yeah, what you
That's
waiting on?
dope.
I got out in 2 years. I got 6 out. I do spoken words. I got over 40 spoken words out. On top of that, God has me now working on another one and switching it up. Each one is different. One is about finances, how to elevate and leave financial wealth for our kids. The other one is, are you taking time out to just enjoy society, enjoy life? Another about my calling. Another about how I could have died numerous times, but God saved me. Listen, whoops.
Wow, that's dope. That's dope. God bless you, man.
Thank you. But when I say I understand when you got writer's block, yeah, I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on. I was like, okay, I guess that's my downtime to just focus on selling the ones that's out right now before I. So yeah, I feel you. Yo, work that bad boy to the fullest. But that book, if you
No, it's
got
not.
it
It's
finished,
not finished. It's just like I don't even know what to call it, because it's another end of story. It's my life, but starting from the teenage years to now. But I only got to 15 chapters. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but it's a never ending story. I'm still living. I'm still here to tell my story.
you just gave yourself that title. You know that, right? The title.
It is though. Right.
It's me, a never-ending story. Hello, that's your title. You know how many times you just said that's your title, your autobiography.
We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna chop it up because I'm gonna need help with this.
Yeah. I have an editor who I use to read it. I pay her a certain amount, and I refer people, and they get discounts because I refer. Yeah.
Wow.
Listen.
Shout,
Okay.
shout
Yeah.
out to everybody that's tuning in right now too, man.
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Delateni on the Sunshine platform, man.
Uh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead and follow. Now, when I'm back in New York, I'll let you know in advance so then we can take pictures. So I can go ahead and put it up in on
Yes,
Wolfer
man.
hip hop
I
section.
appreciate it. That's it.
With you holding your album. Yeah, I'm old school. I purchase, download the whole albums, things like that on my phone, but I like to have a CD and stuff.
Definitely.
I still
I got a
CD.
poster. I got a poster for you as soon as you pull up.
Okay.
Right. I got
And
you. I
sign it.
got you.
And we're gonna
Right.
take a picture with it. Because I just had Parrish in them and the one we just dropped the other day. We are now in the criminal in the
Really?
jails. The magazines are
Really?
permitted to go.
That's big right there.
Lone
Nah,
Wolf
that's
is
what's up.
making moves.
That's what's up. Well, I'm
So
tapped
yeah,
in now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be following and seeing
yep.
everything y'all do.
And your interview with me is going to go on the YouTube page. So I've been telling people, go to Celebrating Life with Sunshine. All the interviews will be pulled off of this page and put straight on YouTube. That way you can share it with your people's can share it and be like, yo, see, he making moves. More to come,
Yeah,
more to come, because there
it's
is more.
definitely more
You
to
have
come. It's definitely more. Big Dre, I see you.
Hi, everyone. Hello. Yes, I'm sorry. I see. Okay, so let's take a moment and read what everybody's saying. All right. So they said, Cola, I see you. Then album is fire. It's a classic. It's your time. Yeah, we waking them up. Make success your noise. Yep. Yeah. Big time. Oh yeah, we connect here. Here we connect. Sunshine love connected. So yeah, so I'm so excited because you have so much more coming for you in a great, great way. You got to tap in fully to everything and let it all out.
Right. When Preacher Earl was hitting me earlier, he's like, "You got the interview later." I'm sitting here thinking like, "Yo, man, that's when I be on downtime, though. Who am I to say like no to be tapping in and refusing interviews? Like it's go time. Like, know what I mean?" I said, "Nah, definitely, I'll tune in with Sunshine tonight, man. Like it's a go. Like, you know what I mean? Let's get it. Let's get it."
Yeah. People be like, "Do you ever sleep?" I was like, "Yeah, I do. I take cat naps and everything else." They was like, "Yo, 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm sending before I got with Raya helping me. I was sending in brief things and everybody's DMs. They was like, "How'd you get Travis Winfrey?" I said, I reached out to him and tell him what my show was about, and I wanted to give him flowers and celebrate him while he's still here.
See, that's that grind. A closed mouth don't get fed. You sitting there pushing them buttons, man. Like, right.
All you can do is say yes or no. Like, ask and it shall be given unto you. If not, how you gonna find out? You know? And whoever says no, I just make a mental no, keep it moving. You see?
It's lit. It's lit.
Look, yeah. So yeah, it's time for you to tap in more. You got a lot more. But that book, yeah. That book.
You got me. Wondering. You got me wondering. You got me ready to. It's her.
Oh yeah. And I'm gonna tell you how to when we're not on thing. Yep. I'm gonna tell you how it needs to be now. You're gonna have to take it off that
Right, right,
pad and put it
right.
on the computer for backup.
Not definitely.
We'll talk. We
That
ain't gonna
that was just to show people
everything.
that I'm not bullshitting.
Listen, right, Wilma? Look. So what we gonna do is gonna just let them know he's gonna have a book out soon too. Boop, boop. I have that does book covers. I have someone that does the editing for my books because a second pair
Yes,
of eyes
yes,
is
ma'am.
better.
Yes, it is.
And I trust that's not gonna and it stays confidential. And she's a school teacher. So you know, and she's an English school
You
teacher.
see how God worked? God did.
The connection. He said 2023 is nothing but connections.
It's the Michael Jordan years.
Connect. The simple fact is getting rid of the wrong connections and this year giving you all the right connections. And he sure has been. Ryan and I be like, okay, who can we use? I pray on it and boom, we got the next person for this. Boom, we got this, we got that. So again, connection. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what else God has for you because it's
Yeah,
big.
man.
It's big. Just, of course, stay focused. Stay. Oh, that's one
What's that?
thing I'm working on now. RIP 5222021. That's what I'm working on now for my books.
Oh,
Two of my books
that's one
are
of my bros, Mob, and
autobiography.
all that. Say, need a movie deal.
That, yes. I don't speak on everything until the ink is dry and everything is put together. But that's
That's
next.
dope.
Let's just say that. Yeah. And I'll be looking for people to do the
Wow.
soundtrack. You talk about you got a story, baby. Mm. Yeah, I could have been locked up or for one of mine that's most recent, but you know, guys, God did it. God did it. Because I don't play about my babies. So yeah. So yeah. But we gonna talk. We gonna work that book.
Once again, appreciate you for letting me on your
So
platform. Like on a Tuesday, sitting here building with the Queen Sunshine.
yeah, of course. So you want to drop a little something, something bars for
She
the
said,
viewers?
"Balls for the views, for the
For the
viewers."
viewers.
I said, "She like him chocolate like a Snicker. Jump out the automatic start Maybelline on my zipper. They couldn't see me getting richer. Blinded by jealousy, I bet you Stevie get the picture. The stock crash. They thought I got broke. Pandemic. Ran out of toilet paper, but not coke. All this rich, all this rich rap, I could tell that you're not woke. Wealth is when you still living off of your mom and pop folks. Discreet with the addy, that's how they pop smoke. They ask you where you flying to, tell them not close. New York City rappers been targeted, I'm not those. Leave you in the sticks and be home in time for pot roast. Big fish like a humpback. You ever seen 100 bullets go in one hat? Shit get real, let me just tell you niggas the fun facts. Stats, crew, put your ass on the wall like a thumbtack. Little like,
I,
little like Delateni 16.
okay, okay. Look, I know that's right. I go to the gun range to let off steam. I love.
You
I'm
be
there,
on it.
and and then sometimes I post pictures of where I got the red. I got the red eye. People are like, what? I'm like, I got the red eye. Wherever that red laser hit, points at, I'm right.
Oh man. They're gonna
They
learn
gonna
today.
learn today.
Shout out to the
But
whole E-Dub though, man. It's a whole army that's coming behind me, man. We all got a story to tell. Everybody got their own story to tell. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but we coming full throttle, man. We never got our recognition in the game. Like, we're the third biggest projects.
But in the E-Dub, don't you talk about
As
something
far as
like
what?
that? Out here on the streets and things to that nature. Like, don't try
I mean,
other one. But still, it's just still with society now and everything, they need the real. They need the real. And they need to know people out here that really care and let them know I've been through it. So your albums
shout out to
inspire.
people like you who's willing to listen and able to come to that determination.
Flowers, because it's not like you haven't been here. You've been around. And you dropping nuggets. People just need to listen. And now they're listening.
It's a lot more where that came from. We coming full throttle.
Oh, I know.
E-Dub streaming on all platforms. Go hear that. Finally getting some radio plays and all that. Chime in, man. Tune in with the God.
A whole lot. And also play it yourself and stuff like that. There's a lot of people now doing it. You know how they like, you want to request or things to that nature on streaming and everything? Definitely have somebody listen out for it, because I got my spoken words playing down south now. So I got to ask my boy who it was, so then I'll tell you. I'll like tell you what radio's playing it. But yeah, I got a radio down south playing it.
That's dope right there.
Yeah. Yeah. It needs to leave New York and go further. And it is.
They would show you love other places before home do, like, you know what I mean? That was always my mindset.
But again, those crabs in the battle, they're
that's
still
a fact.
paying attention though. They paying attention. But yeah, I feel you 100 on that. 18 years here in Buffalo, I get love. But when I go hometown, yes. When I go overseas for the people I met, I stay from Jamaica. Are we ever going to go anywhere and you not ministering? I said, when it's time to minister, I minister. That never comes off. I was like, you never know what somebody's going through until you give a smile and talk to them and just say, how you doing? My sunshine don't turn off for where I go. I'm on vacation. I'm still sunshine. I'm extra because I ain't even working. I turn all the way up. I'm in mommy mode when they're with me, but I turn. I'm like, sit, do this, let's do that. Like, me and my kids, but have fun. I love having boys. God knew to give me boys. I got a granddaughter. I love her, but she whines. But I love her. But God knew to give me boys, because we do. And I'm a lady, but we do the ATVs, the jet skis. I know tubing, I do, but skiing, I tried. No, that ain't for me.
Oh, man.
But yes, make your vision board.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll inbox you myself, and I'll talk to you about your book.
I appreciate you. Once again, I appreciate you putting me on this platform, on your platform, and sharing your platform with me. Like, you know what I mean? Eden, E-Dub, Sheffield, we coming.
Now tell them how to follow you. Do you have a website? Are you on Twitter? Tell the names on each platform.
On all platforms. On the website, Delateni 365. Instagram, Delateni. Facebook, Delateni the Emperor. You don't know how to spell Delateni? It's Delateni. Delateni, the one and
All
only.
right. Y'all heard it here first. And we're going to keep you up to date.
Shout
When
out,
I know
shout out
something,
to the
I'll
dream
share away
team,
as
man.
well.
Rhea, Sunshine, Big Dre, I see you. Shout out to all my
Thank
bros,
you.
man. My name Grammy Red Mobley, Shane, Preacher Earl, J High, my
Yeah.
right hand Blizz Murdervelli, Fire 250. Let's get it.
From my house to yours, tap in, follow, share, follow on all platforms. Again, this interview will go on to YouTube in a day or two, and it's Celebrating Life with Sunshine. Until next week. Actually, no, I'm thinking about New Edition. My mind is next to that, but I can't miss Friday. We got Hip Hop Friday. I have a gospel rapper coming on Friday, Reborn.
Dope.
So you definitely want to tap in. But yeah. So we thank you for tuning in. Have a great night. Have a blessful week. And again, go subscribe. Go follow, and support.
Eden,
His album's
streaming on
out
all
now.
platforms.
Have a good night. And thank you for taking
Peace,
time
Queen.
out to
Thank
speak with
you.
me. Bye.